I'm Twyla Lee, County Extension Director in Collier County, and we're with the University of Florida IFAS Extension.
And I'm Tom Becker, and I'm the Horticulture Extension Agent, and I work with Florida Master Gardeners, and we have a garden surrounding the Extension office, a garden that we use to display 100 different horticulture crops, including vanilla orchids.
We're talking about vanilla orchids today because we're working with the University of Florida's Tropical Research and Education Center in Homestead. Our scientists and experts there are looking at the best types of plants and cultivars to use in the production of vanilla extract. And in order to make vanilla extract, you have to have vanilla beans and a quantity of vanilla beans. So we're very excited to work with them on this project and also help our landscape homeowners do the best they can with growing vanilla orchids.
Tropical America has hundreds of different vanilla species, and we chose to put 3 in our display garden. One of them, Vanilla plantifolia, is the one used to extract the vanilla bean that we all enjoy in cooking. The other one that we have here is called Vanilla popona, and that one is completely ornamental, looks beautiful as it vines up a tree. And the last one we have is a native vanilla species, Vanilla delineana, and when we say it's native, it's been found in Florida, and it's been naturalized and will grow in the wild. And because of that, it's extremely endangered, and it would be illegal to take it out of the wild.
Exactly. And Tom, good explanation. I know it may be a little bit tough to see on the camera, but we brought a couple others in. This one is the pompona that you had mentioned, the ornamental one. You see a lot of this in the landscapes, and we have them here. But you can pollinate the flower and make beans. And so we've heard that the extract is very good, but only the plantifolia and one called tahitensis can be used for commercial vanilla in this country. And there's also a little small plantifolia in this pot. And just for variety, that one is a vanilla plantifolia, and it happens to be variegated. So it could still make those beans, but it's an interesting leaf. So besides potentially being very commercially viable, they are a beautiful plant. Oh, and one of the reasons it's because right now over 80% of the vanilla beans that come into this country to be made into vanilla extract are from, where was that country?
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
It's a long way from home.
It is. So if it helps our South Florida farmers and it also decreases the environmental footprint, it's a win-win for everyone.
We're really fortunate we're in South Florida, which is one of the few places in this country that we can grow these not only under shade houses, but here in the outdoors. So well how these roots anchor into the oak bark. Those are actual roots off the vine. And this is 2.5 years worth of growing. And we have a bean up there somewhere. We're ready to move our small seedling into a larger pot. This is a 2-inch pot, and we're going to put it into a 4-inch pot. And I'm first going to just put this wonderful Spanish moss makes a wonderful base so that you won't have the soil fall out the bottom holes. And then I've created this Gee, there it is. Soil mix that's high in perlite, and that becomes the basis for the soil mix that this plant continues to grow from. And it's a matter of just making sure that the plant is going to be in a well-drained soil and in a place where it's going to thrive, so that there's no pests that are going to be attacking it. So we wanted to keep it in a container until it gets a little bit larger, and you obviously want to water it right away.
Tom, why wouldn't you just put it in a big pot?
There really is too much soil column for it to stay dry enough and drain well. In this case, it's going to drain much more quickly, and there's no chance of rot developing at the base.
So stay away from too big of a pot.
And you can always move this into a larger pot.
As it keeps growing.
Keeps growing,
okay.
Right.
Now you've got some other mixes here. So this is the one that looks similar to what you've got for small plants. That's nice. And I see an orchid mix, and I see 2 different types of mulch. Can all of those be used?
Yes, they all can be, but we've found that those that are put into predominantly soil and perlite, and this is what perlite looks like, gives us the best chance of these taking root quickly. And you might get aerial roots, you might get terrestrial roots, but it's the terrestrial roots that provide the quickest support. So what we're going to do is just mulch. This is flora mulch, and this is just protecting the soil, keeping moisture in for a longer period of time. And you also could use this mulch that is a blend of wood fibers and cypress.
Okay, very good. So I noticed at Trek, they mentioned they use a lot of mulch on their larger plants. So
yeah, and the Melaleuca mulch would be the most identifiable one here in South Florida, and is the most obtainable, and it's a recycled material from Melaleuca trees.
this is a vanilla bean off of the vanilla pompona vine. It's about 4 months old since we pollinated the flower, and we got a bean. Down the path here in our gardens, we have more vanilla pompona vines. Did want to mention that this is a wonderful landscape plant. If you don't already have it in your garden, you might want to add it. And it's a great potential crop for small farmers, and can be very financially worthwhile for them. So Tom,
and remember, vanilla orchids are fun.
Are fun!